I'm sorry.
Okay.
No.
Belle, it's your turn. If you want to continue doing an athletics check, you're going to have advantage because Torin hit a weak spot.
Let's do it, boyos.
Oh, lads. 18 is pretty good.
I like that.
And it rolled a 15. So you are going to be able to, you know, this is actually all three of you working together. All three party members, the three party members that are here, all working together. You know, getting your leg into just the right place to just push. And you shove the maw of the spirit tree open, revealing Amaryllis inside. Interestingly, Amaryllis doesn't seem injured. I mean, she's clearly unconscious, and like you can see sap bleeding out from you know, between the sort of wooden plates that make up her skin. But almost similarly to how she takes roots, it's kind of happened on some of the inside of the mouth you can see, and you may even see little buds, flower buds forming on the inside if you look carefully.
Turning green.
On the inside of the tree, turning pink.
She being pollinated.
The fucking...
Ah, God! Look away! You know, I'm trying to create something beautiful. I'm trying to create something beautiful, and these two chuckle nuts are like, ha ha! Sex!
Chuckle nut is one.
Guys, that's my job.
No, all three of you do that fucking job. Ian is usually a good boy. Not always.
Sometimes he has that little maverick streak.
One of us.
Ian, can you give me a wisdom roll, please?
Fuck, close to that too, though.
Yeah, as I mean, Torin is the only one who can really see this, because the rest of you don't see into the mouth so easily. There's almost like a pulse, and you see some of those flowers inside the spirit tree actually bloom with amaryllises. Only a couple of them, and they're growing. Spirit tree lets out a mighty roar, and can Richter and Balara please give me dexterity saving throws? I don't know why I'm so wiggly today. Full of beans. Dean.
Yeah.
Dexterity save.
Yeah. You rolled it? We waiting for it? Dexterity saving throw?
I did click it.
What century did you click it?
The 24th.
He clicked it like a year ago when he went to see Avengers in Space. Right?
Can you hear that?
Oh, don't click it more!
Oh my god.
It's fucked forever now! Oh, Dean, have you no computer literacy?
Here we go. They're coming.
And you failed. Good. I feel vindicated for that.
Here comes 74 other dexterity saves.
You are going to take 16 bludgeoning damage, Richter, as you are slammed to the ground and you're going to land prone. Crunch.
How much, sorry?
16.
Okay. My flailing dodges did not work.
No. Because you were trying to hold yourself onto a top of a tree. So flailing is the last thing you want to do. Belle, you hold on. I don't know if you want to stay climbing the tree. If you actually want to use this to climb safely down, I will also allow it.
She would tumble off, yeah.
But it is your turn next, Richter.
I want to spend half my movement to get back up.
Do you like front flip up? Like, you know, the like move that, yeah.
Like the rock.
Yeah, the move.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then I'll for flavour, my spear's still in it.
Yes,
So
it is, yeah.
I'm gonna take my spear and like drive into it.
Mm.
My shield and drive into it, sorry. Like, I'm the hammer and it is the nail.
I was going to say that.
Oh, wait. Is that still advantage? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, polish my rusty knob. That's a hit, isn't it?
Well, it's the same fucking roll, isn't it? Yeah, that's a hit. Probably have the fucking stat block of the monster in my hand, shouldn't I? Instead of just sitting here like, oh! That's great damage. You know, this is one of the things where you just pierce it into the weak innards, into the softwood, right? You already got it past the rough bark, and you may have just destroyed your spear doing this. It would be very hard to get it back out, but you can see the whole tree stretches and moves in pain. Feel free to roll the damage. I'll roll the wisdom.
Whoa! 18 damage is quite a lot, really.
Yes. Where's my fucking D20s? There it is. And it's gonna fail. It's gonna be scared of Richter.
That'll do for me.
Torin, you now have a very clear sight of Amaryllis.
Alright. Save spell slots where I can. I will attempt to pull Amaryllis out of the old mouthy mouth.
Because it's open, that's not even going to be a roll. That's just an action.
An action.
Do sort of this,
cool.
this thing.
Yes, please. Oh, no, I will take Amaryllis' spot. So that Amaryllis goes on the safer side. Like, so she goes
I
south.
get you. Yeah. I'll just manhandle all of you for a sec.
Yeah. So that if I get her up, she can run. And then with my bonus action, my spiritual weapon will fish out the other spear.
It does not work.
Perfectly balanced, though, as all spirit weapons should be. It's 22 earlier.
Just like my vision. It's better than normal. I'm just so talented. Okay. Nice rolls for Ollie. Okay. Belle, would you like to take your turn?
I'm gonna use cunning action as a bonus action here. To disengage. I'm going to move back. And I'm gonna shoot that boy. Please.
That's a hit! Oh, I was gonna say it's a small amount of damage, but with the sneak attack, you know, the spirit tree is mostly reacting to Richter's attack. It isn't necessarily even aware of what's happening with Amaryllis, because it's almost like you've broken the jaw down, right? So you could just take the opportunity to attack sort of the eyes, which are, you know, the face is kind of all jumbled because it's become the entire tree. In doing so, it grabs onto the ground, and you see it pull the other arm out of its body. And as it pushes up, it lets out a mighty roar. Again, you can feel the Elder Spirit language just emotionally resonating inside you. And you can actually hear the sound of dry footsteps in dirt behind a lot of you.
Oh no, Zombles. Don't worry, Belle's got this. Hold the door.
No, they're coming in the side.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck!
Wait a minute, no one told me there was a door there.
You can actually just barely with the light see a skeleton climbing up the hill of dirt and pushing its way through the stone. It's basically pushing the stone work away so it can crawl through. The skeleton, you can see, has glowing orbs of corruption. Kind of, it's almost like a a nervous system of corruption flowing through it. Would be the best way to describe it. Almost similar to the slimes you saw before and the putrid zombie.
How dexy is that, dude?
The skeleton,
Yeah.
to climb up the mountain, to climb up the hill and push through, it's got to be pretty dexterous, right?
Okay. I guess it's not fair of me to even ask that question, now that I think about it.
No, that's, I'll allow that there.
He
Thank
moves
you.
with elven grace.
Amaryllis
Benevolent god Ollie.
is unconscious. Music is really calm. Let's change that.
I like the calming music.
No,
Humming.
we must have drama.
It helps keep me calm when everyone is dying.
The Elder Spirit Tree, clearly injured, right? At this point, you're seeing the petrified, corrupted outside breaking and cracking, and you're seeing where that's being broken, the fresh new life, in part powered by Amaryllis's blooms, kind of taking it over. So it is just thrashing out in rage. It's going to make an attack against Torin and Richter. Torin? It's gonna hit! Ooh, it's gonna be a big one! That's going to be 19 damage. As it slams you up against a wall. Like, you were focused on getting Amaryllis out there safe. You even made a motion to protect her, so you're slammed up against a rock wall. It sends some of the old wall of the church tumbling down the hillside.
Barely
Richter.
more than a zombie.
Ooh.
Richter, on the other hand, you're actually
Wait.
able...
Can I use Sentinel?
Oh, because it attacked him, yeah.
Yeah. I don't have my spear anymore.
No, this is longsword.
Piss. Pissy knickers.
Mm.
And I don't get advantage, right? Because they're both unconscious.
No, I'm not unconscious.
He's not unconscious, he's alive.
Oh, okay.
I'm gnawing at it like an angry beaver.
I just did 19 points of damage or whatever, and he's like, it's okay, I'm fine.
Only 3 more than a zombie.
That is a hit, yes.
Oh,
Savage.
it's a
And-
free hit.
It is then
It's very
going
good.
to miss you with its attack. You can't
Oh.
riposte because that uses your reaction. But it was, it would make sense that you kind of dodge and attack even so, right? Moving quicker than the tree can has to like turn to attack at you, attack downwards. It's your turn next. You would briefly be distracted by the sound of the stones crumbling down the hillside behind you and a corrupted skeleton pulling its way through.
Bonus action, second wind, just to clean myself up a bit.
Oh, just have a little dab of a wash.
I added 87 hit points.
Guess he went Super Saiyan.
No, the funny, it used to be on Roll20 that if you added more hit points on your HP, it would go long. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
That's kind of a shame, though.
It would, you technically regain 9 hit points because it's D10 plus fighter level. Your Constitution one's only plus 3, and you're a level 4 fighter. Assume.
Thanks.
Nice.
That makes sense.
Thank you. Thank you, Daddy Ian.
Can't believe you know how to play fire, Ian.
It's almost like he's playing one on the Secret Monday game available for patrons now. And while the world is in crisis, all patrons get to listen to it.
Ding!
I'm doing my
I might
part.
listen to it. No, I agree. I think that's a good thing to do, actually.
More people can have more time to listen to dumb shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And
exactly.
we have a lot of dumb shit in that game, so.
It's very true.
Anime villains, anime protagonists. That's
Also,
it.
13 damage.
Come on, max damage.
That's not so good, but 16 damage altogether is really good. You are chipping away more chunks of the tree, and every attack, it does more than you just slashing at it, right? You slash at a point and it sends large chunks of the bark crumbling and falling off. So much you even have to dodge them. Torin.
Right, let's get the spear to attack, and we'll see where we're going from there.
Yeah, you know,
'Cause
that's
I'm
alright. That's alright, isn't it?
That's all right.
We'll take that.
And then I think, given that, I will turn to Amaryllis next to me, and blast her with a bit of heal and shock. You heal for what is that? +3, so 9 HP.
Off of my hit points. Thank you.
That's my turn now.
Smellara.
Excuse me?
Because you're a girl, so you smell.
Like lilacs.
That how Americans say lilacs?
Yeah, that kind of weirded me out too.
Yeah, I know. Like it hardcore shooketh me.
I thought you were doing it for the comedy.
Yeah, me too.
That is, it's pronounced
Lilac.
lilac.
Oh.
I'm gonna shoot the tree.
With your breath.
That's a hit.
Oh.
That's very good.
That was a beautiful Minecraft damage.
It was. I had the same brain genius moment. Big brain time.
All of that is so much damage.
That's really good. That's really good. But you know what's also good? Skeletons! This is when you play spooky, scary skeletons, but I don't have a key.
But not
I
them.
also was listening to that in my head.
He would just be floppy meat.
This
Wait, what?
was actually one of the discussions we had on the Monday show, where how, if you think about it, we're just a bunch of wet goo piloting a mech.
We discussed this.
You weren't
Human
here.
bacon.
I feel like it came up, yeah.
Oh, it definitely did. And then it came
You
back
guys are
down
weird.
and then up again. Richter?
Yes,
Skeleton
yeah,
lunges at you,
Oh no.
but you manage to dodge.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
I dodged.
There's another skeleton.
Oh god.
There's another door. There's another
How many doors does this place have?
They're not doors.
This is the top kickest of memes.
This is a really low tier meme, you guys.
Yeah, but it frustrates Dean, so
I was actually gonna say here. Okay.
Oh god, there's more of them. There's so many of them.
Amaryllis! You're not entirely present of what's going on. I think Amaryllis could piece things together quite quickly.
it's like you just had a shell go off near you. You're like, "Whee!" You know, you got like your ears are ringing. Torrens there shouting at you.
Yeah.
Are you considering that this is the trenches?
Yeah.
While you were up a literal hill?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think Amaret is going to reach out towards the Elder Spirit again and just repeat, "Be calm, be at peace. You will be renewed."
No, you will not.
And
My God, I raised you.
He is going to cast Blessed on the other three, given that there's a bunch of skeletons coming in.
You know what? That's nice.
We're all blessed.
You're all blessed.
Oh, you beautiful, beautiful tree lady.
We are the blessed of men's.
Given that my speech was a free action, I'm also going to summon the Elder Familiar.
I bet this elder familiar ain't no pansy.
It's
He'll do what needs to be done.
down here.
What is it going to be?
Going to be a little ethereal butterfly.
Someone's been playing Animal Crossing. And remember,
Quite
I remember the butterflies exist.
A little punker fly.
Gonna go across, land on a
I
skeleton.
bought a yellow butterfly, but shouldn't all butterflies be yellow?
Nice.
There's
I
a
missed
lot of
that
butterflies on here. One of them appears to be made of sand.
It's at least a C+.
Behold. Although, you actually can't really see it because of the light, but there is a butterfly there.
3 damage to both of the skellies.
That's good! Yes. Doxy finally did a bit of admin that we haven't done for like a year, which is change the name of our group chat from Mother's Love to Horn of Plenty. Right now, that shows how much of a shit we give.
That hurts me.
Truly.
Finally letting go.
Never.
Book is truly closed.
No!
On
Oh, what was his name? I don't even remember. What was he, a silver elf?
I will not rest until we conclude that story. I will not rest.
I'll conclude your
we
ass.
concluded it when it exploded a giant crystal.
Okay!
When he literally nuked us.
Tree time!
Does he say it's tree time?
No.
It's tree time!
But with his weakness,
Oh, yeah.
Amaryllis getting to him, he's only going to make one attack, and it's going to be against Richter, as much as I want to attack Doxy for that. Too far away. And Richter, you are going to be able to dodge again the massive arm slamming down the door.
A dodge maneuver.
Richter.
Let's go. Shrugging off the skeleton, chattering to my side, I will once again longsword the tree man.
Down.
That's a hit. And with that strike, there is a reverberation of green magic that kind of through it. It almost still seems like it's slumbering. The skeletons do not stop coming. The skeletons do not stop fighting. They're coming in the gym, they're coming in the car, they're coming in the office. This, like, what you may have expected that these skeletons was directly controlled by the spirit tree doesn't seem to be the case, which does have some even more worrying implications, perhaps. But the Elder Spirit Tree now looks a lot more like Reggie, of a forest spirit of Cornucopia. But it does kind of pull...
purifying stuff.
It does kind of pull back. There's amaryllis blooms kind of dotting over it. Clearly reeling.
Wait a minute, Amaryllis used Leech Seed on it. Nani?
Reverse card. Anything else you'd like to do, Richter?
It ate
That was funny, Ollie. Fuck.
No, I'm fucking spent.
Alright, let's go to worst Richter, Torin.
I think there is still a skeleton, like.
He's actually, like, Torin's not gonna, like, one-hit kill a skeleton, and it's gonna be badass. I've
He's not.
jinxed it.
It's gonna do even more. Torren will present his holy symbol and will say, "You're entering the house of nature, a place of worship. Nature lives on and you have no place here." And he will turn undead. So
Okay,
each
30
one
feet.
of them, they're all in reach. 30
They're
feet.
all within 30 feet! Let's go! He did it!
All above the turn, all aboard the turn undead train.
So they all had to make a wisdom saving throw. What's your DC? It would just be a spellcasting DC.
My spellcasting DC right now, I believe, is 16.
Holy fucking shit balls.
That's good.
14.
That's good.
Sorry, I don't know where I got 16 from.
Your
Age
dreams!
you like?
They're all gonna fail either way. What all of you would see is you're clutching. Were you clutching Oilin's symbol?
Nature god.
Yeah.
House of nature.
The sort of nervous system of corruption inside all of them kind of starts to dissipate as you actually see ethereal leaves in the wind. All of the powers of the Oath Spirit gods move through the wind due to the powers of Eirik. They move through the wind and literally causes them to shake and instinctively recoil back. Okay.
Nice.
With this, all of them are frightened, so you have advantage in attacking any of these in melee if you so wish. But when they take damage, they are no longer turned. So what you could all do is just leave it, and they will return to the earth, in theory.
In theory.
What do you think?
Doran's happy to do a runner. He wouldn't hit them. He'd wait and watch.
I'm done.
But on the other hand, we might want to speak to this tree spirit potentially.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Belle?
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna shoot this skelly.
Actually a good idea.
Hopefully
thinking
it
like a rogue.
fucking hits.
That's a hit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. It doesn't take it down instantly, but it does like it shatters a whole chunk of the ribs, right? Making the whole skeleton lope to one side as it's trying to pull its way back. Funnily enough, remember what I told you? Trying to climb back down this hill would be dangerous. Now these skeletons are trying to do that. You do get an opportunity to attack against this one if you wish, Thorin.
I'm gonna let it run, I think.
It is going to actually make it save and retreat.
Drops like Wile E. Coyote.
Could do the freaking goofy yell. Richter, if you want to make an opportunity attack, you can, or you can let it leave.
Yes, please.
Ha!
Almost a natty.
And but that is an instant kill, though.
Fuck you!
Thief through the skull with the long sword, crunching it to the ground.
The ribcage settles at my hilt. Just
Oh, that's more gross.
The rib cage settles on his hilt and he's like, nipple would have been here.
Old memes.
Amarillo. I mean, at this point, it seems like you're not going to chase the skeletons. So you know what? Because Red turned, we'll just say it's concluded.
concluded.
Battle has concluded.
I did sneeze.
Good for you.
A heckin' sneeze.
Good for you, buddy.
Thanks. I'm proud of me.
And you can take a moment of breath. In the cool night of air of the night. Good enough. Okay.
In the cool morning of the night.
In the cool morning of the night. So, with that,
Correct
my
me
monster
if
man
I'm
was away.
wrong, because I might have got this idea from... I don't know where this idea came from. It might have been Jarviskjir. I've got it in my head that like these sort of elder spirits will basically just renew in some sense. That they don't like die in a real sense.
I do not believe that's information I've given you, but I think that is the kind of knowledge Amaryllis is getting.
Yeah.
These elder spirits are without a doubt something so old, it's like almost timeless, right? Which means both backwards and forwards. As someone who understands the flow.
Yeah. So, I mean, Amaris isn't going to actually say anything to that effect immediately. She's just going to go up to it again, place a hand on it, and just try and get a feel for, like, because it was clearly corrupted. She wants to just try and get a feel if that has now been driven away or anything, or if it's something that still needs work.
Did we cure it with violence?
Violence and
America.
love. You take a moment to focus while the others are sort of, taking the situation, maybe checking that the other skeletons have truly fled in such a dangerous environment like this. They're either going to go until the magic no longer affects them, or they're going to get tumble off a cliff, right? You can feel through the connection with this elder being recovery. Slow. As it's taking more of its true form, it is clear how damaged it is. It's almost like one entire side of it is more scarred by the dragon. The dragon breath of poison. Maybe it seems like it took a direct hit when the thing attacked. Whatever kind of protection it tried to do, well, a slow being like this kind of actually has no chance against a dragon. Unfortunately. But you can feel the recovery. You don't know if this means this entire area is going to recover. Honestly, that might happen on too long of a time frame for your companions to ever see it.
Yeah.
But
fair.
You would feel a sense of right about it. Like this is how it's meant to be. You've quite literally restored the balance in some way.
Yeah. So Amaris is just going to sort of obviously spend that time taking. She's probably going to stand there for like 5-10 minutes, and then will slowly remove her hand and move away and just say, "We have done what we can. Should the flow will it, this area will be rejuvenated, although it may take more seasons than you all will live to see. This being has overcome the worst that happened to it, at least."
Over the process of that kind of 10 minutes and you saying this, the tree goes from its elder spirit form to much more of its restful form. Similar to the one in Cornucopia. Now that you know it's an elder spirit, you can see it. It is still humanoid, you can still see the burns, but at the very tips of some of those fresh branches are little amaryllis flowers.
Congrats. Gonna have children.
You don't know that amaryllis hasn't had saplings.
She's gonna have little amarinis running about.
Amarinis.
Balara will approach the tree spirit and put her hands on it and kind of like rest her head on it, and she'll just be like, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry."
I mean, kind of got what it deserved. It did try and eat Amaryllis.
It didn't deserve to get sick.
No one deserves to get sick.
And while Amaryllis did not deserve to get eaten, that was not this being. That was the corruption. It was sick.
We did what we had to.
It doesn't mean I'm not sorry.
I go to reach for my spear as best I can and then just kind of let it
The
be.
spear is like, when a tree has like enveloped an old car or a sign
Let's get out
or
the
something.
saw. You can have an Elderwood spear.
The spear is is well and truly swallowed.
Richter, I know how much it means to you. Would you like to leave it, or shall we break it off so that you can keep a piece?
I can get more spears.
Solemn nod.
Torn, I don't know how you did it, but thank you. You did well.
Hmm? What for?
The impending doom in the form of what I counted to be 4 skeletons.
Oh, right.
Sounds so strange when I say it out loud. Anyway, you did well.
Torn adjusts his helmet, smiles to himself. Well, I didn't really do anything. We are in a church after all. He sort of pats the dilapidated wall fondly.
The helmet that I gave you, just so everyone remembers.
Torn plunges into the tree.
Like Rhino from Spider-Man.
Well, I feel like we did good here, actually. You know, this is like one of the actions where I'm like, we actually helped someone else other than us just being selfish bastards.
This party has been pretty decent in that regard.
We've been like, we're good, don't get me wrong, but it's often not altruistic. I mean, even that was barely. So, anyone fancy an ale? Usually I would say we shouldn't, but I figured we deserve it.
Yes, I think tonight I will make an exception.
Okay, I think, considering that was a long battle, and I just had a whole glass of Diet Coke, this is a great place to take a break. So we'll be back in a bit as you.
He got to piss.
He says what I'm not brave enough to say. We'll be back in a few minionotos.
Healthcare is a human right.